Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Megan.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Mimi.
I'm Joel. I'm Matt. And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Welcome back, everybody. It's so nice to see you. We just got finished feeding animals this morning, and right now we're working on loading up our truck. So far this morning, Matthew has already made one run to the mill with beans, and we're trying to get him loaded up so that he can make his second run. We just got Matthew's truck all loaded up, so he'll be able to take this load of beans. We're getting really close to corn harvest, so we're trying to get this bin cleaned out. We only do a few acres of soybeans, so the bin wasn't full completely, and it should take no time to empty it out. The whole reason for putting our beans in here is they were a little on the wet side, so we wanted to get that moisture down, and we did what we wanted to do, so all we got to do is haul them now. We just moved the truck out of here. Matthew is on his way with that load of beans, and now that we're finished with that job, we are working on loading some potatoes into the hopper. Now, our reason for wanting to load the hopper is because we've run out of white potatoes up in the farm market, and the only potatoes that we do have washed are red potatoes, so we need to wash some white potatoes. Now, when it comes to these two products, you'll remember at the beginning part of this year, we planted a lot more white potatoes than red potatoes. And the reason for that is because we sell more white potatoes. That doesn't mean that the red potatoes don't taste good. They're just not as favored in our area as the white potatoes. Until we run out of potatoes, this is something that we are constantly doing. Filling up our hopper, washing potatoes, bagging potatoes. And we're fortunate a lot of people in the area enjoy our products. So as long as people keep enjoying them, we're gonna keep harvesting. As we were washing the potatoes, I was noticing something. Dad was taking some of the potatoes. You can see the size of these potatoes over here. Now, there's a reason why Dad was taking these. These are for the French fry party. Good French frying potatoes. For those that don't know, every single year after we finish off potato harvest, everybody that helped with potato harvest, we have a little potato party. We make some chips, we make some fries, and we all get together and eat potatoes. I don't know when my dad started doing it, but we've been doing it as long as I can remember. It makes all those days of bending over and picking up potatoes off the ground pretty worth it.
Well, we're gonna make French fries, and we're gonna have French fries with gravy, French fries with yellow cheese, French fries with white cheese, French fries with chili, French fries with chili and cheese, French fries with chili, cheese, and bacon, French fries just plain with ketchup, French fries with vinegar. Oh, it's gonna be a party.
When is it?
Don't worry, Lefty, you'll be invited.
Okay, making sure.
Now, before I move on to a new job, I am working on bagging up some red potatoes. We need 2 bags of 50-pounders, so we're looking to put about 50 pounds of red potatoes in each of these bags. Now, because we go through potatoes so quickly, we don't really have to worry about too many bad ones in here, but we still have to be on the lookout because we don't want to give our customers a bad product. So what we're doing is, while we're pulling the potatoes out of the bin, we are looking at them and making sure there's no imperfections. We've been discussing what we're going to be doing this afternoon. A lot of the equipment is already finished for the year, so we're going to be cleaning up a lot of equipment and putting stuff away this afternoon. When you start cleaning up everything and putting it away, it opens your eyes that the year is almost finished. Now, we were just getting ready to go pick cabbage. Dad, tell him what our problem is.
Matt came back with the truck, so we gotta load the truck because we don't want him sitting around.
We're trying to keep that truck moving as much as we can. That way Matthew can continue hauling beans down, and we can get the rest of our bin empty because we want all of these beans moved out of here.
I grabbed an apple, and then I walked through the kitchen, and then there was donuts. So I grabbed a donut.
Daniel's inside the bin running the sweep, and he asked for a broom, so I just gotta find him one. Found it!
Sometimes it's important to notice how hard these Veggie Boys really work around here. Take note.
So originally we were getting ready to go pick some cabbage, but Matthew showed up, so we filled up his truck, and now it's lunchtime. So before we go harvest cabbage, we're gonna go eat. Now for lunch today, we're having sandwiches But I just wanted to show you, Grammy is over here. She has her own deli slicer. She cuts all the lettuce, all the cheese, all the meat right with this deli slicer. And Grammy also took the time to make some apple fritters. You can see there's some missing spots. We may have eaten a couple already. We won't talk about it. But as you can see, beautiful apple fritters. I came up to the house to eat with Lauren and the baby, and Callie, she just got up from a nap, and she is wide awake. We're just gonna finish up our lunch, and then I'm heading back to work. So we just came out of the house. Lauren, tell them what's about to happen.
Callie's first time out to the field. We're going to cut cabbage.
She is gonna be cutting cabbage. It's gonna be her first time. I did not! We just made our way out to the cabbage field. Now we're looking for about a bin of cabbage or just anything we can find to harvest this afternoon. Before we get started cutting here, Dad, show us what you have.
Someone sent me a nice cabbage knife that their family used to use and they don't use anymore. So I am using it to cut cabbage.
Dad's over there bragging about his knife. Check this out. Boom. Okay, it doesn't cut as quick as that one, but still cuts good. No. You're good. Are you having fun for your first time out in the field?
I think she is.
Make sure they're hard.
Yes, sir.
I looked up and Matt threw a pumpkin and he threw it up high and my brim hit it from my view, so it landed right on the top of his head as I was looking right at Matt. And it happened, so Matthew saw the pumpkin, saw that it was gonna hit me, but didn't like say that like anything. Just watched it hit my head.
Ooh, it works pretty good. Here you go, Callie. Your first cabbage. There you go. Oh, boom. We moved to a different section of the field, and look at these cabbages here. Now these three cabbages, they're right next to each other. They look like a flat Dutch cabbage, but they're not. They just look really neat. I don't think I have the correct cabbage cutting tool. Callie is helping us cut cabbage, and then Lauren, she's up on the truck and she's catching, right? Yeah, you're cutting. We were out here the other day, and some of these cabbages, they weren't ripe enough just yet. When the head of cabbage gets nice and hard, that's when it's time to harvest. So these cabbages have matured a little bit more, which is really good for us. Now, if you notice, Dad doesn't even look when he throws the cabbages. There have been many times we've been hit with cabbage. You gotta work fast enough. Brian.
What?
I can't believe this is Callie's first time picking, 3 months old tomorrow, and she's already out in the field picking cabbage. We always say that the year flies by, but when Callie was born, we were baling straw. And now we're finishing off our vegetable year. Right now we're harvesting cabbage. It's amazing how time flies. Matthew is now home with the truck, so we're gonna load him up with beans and get him back out on the road. And there he goes again with another load of beans. So now that we've got Matthew on his way, this afternoon, Joel and Daniel are gonna work on cleaning up some equipment, and Dad and I, we're going to get calves. And we have someone special riding with us. We have Taylor, who's touching the radio. Don't be touching the radio. We are all set and ready to go. Taylor is riding with us. We've got Dad and myself. So we're on our way to go get those calves. We just got the calves. Here they are. 2 right here. Looking pretty good. The head on this one. He's got a Matthew head on him. We just got back and we offloaded the calves. We put them right into their own little pens. Now, a lot of the calves that we get come from that exact dairy farm, but even when we get the calves from the same dairy farm, we still like to keep them by themselves for a little bit. While we've been gone, the boys have been working on cleaning up a lot of the equipment. They were working on some planters and now they're working on hay equipment. Matthew is back with his truck, and this should be his final load of beans for the day. And the final load of beans for the year, because everything should fit on this truck. Well, it went pretty quick, but all of our beans are now out of our bin. Joel and Daniel are finishing up on their last piece of equipment for today. They've washed a few different things. And now before we're done, well, with the workday, Dad and I are feeding calves. Feeding calves goes really quick actually, except for the times where we get new calves, because we've got to make sure that they eat, we've got to make sure that they're healthy, and we just want to make sure they're going to be okay for the night. We are in our greenhouse that we just finished cleaning out, and we're actually going to be moving the blue truck, the truck that had broken. We're going to be moving it into here so that when we want to work on it, it can be nice and warm and we'll have plenty of room to put tools. Okay. We got a little distracted there for a minute and I didn't get a chance to record us closing up the farm market. So the farm market's closed up and everybody already went home. So tonight we're not going to be eating dinner at the house. We're actually going over to Joel and Megan's house. We're getting Mexican food and eating it over there, so I'm pretty excited. So you guys know what that means. This is where we're going to end the video today. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!